Today I'm sharing poems, all tied to the wonderful, painful, and mysterious subject of life. Life's an infinitely sided object. I might have just made up a word there, but I'm a poet, so it's okay. The first poem I'm about to share with you is about that approach to this magical thing that we do call life. It's beautiful, even when we can't see all of its beauty, or sometimes even when we can't see any of its beauty. And odds are, I've had more of these special things we call days than some of you watching, so let me share what I've learned about them. And these days, you know what they are? They're just building blocks to that thing that we do call life. This poem's entitled, I'm Gassed. Morning leads to noon, ushered into the evening. Rinse and repeat. Does life feel like this sometimes? Are you like me, wanting more? Flip that coin. There's two sides to this. Your point of view becomes the point. Hardly grasp the repetitiveness. Embrace the patterns. Color within the lines so you can later go where your heart lies. Be adventurous even if you're in a phone booth. The same isn't really alike. Winds blow in ways that fool us. The southern breeze is incongruent with the northerly variety, yet both can blow your hair. Today, turn your face into the breeze. Relish the familiarity, knowing that the oxygen you breathe is only yours. The path you're walking is unique to you. Everything about today is a one-off, even the sameness. Delight in the fact that a day exactly like this will never come again. What you bring into the day and how you play the cards you've been dealt will decide your day. When fate's in your own hands, you're the one conducting the orchestra. What tune do you want to play? I hope you enjoyed that poem, and I hope it makes you think about you and your life. Sometimes it's easy to forget that it's our job to grab it and make it what we want, and that's really the one and only important job we have each and every day. I hope you know that I appreciate you watching my videos, giving me a chance to share my poetry with you. Thank you. And so that I can share more with you, I have a weekly-ish email that I share exclusive content, and I'm about to release a book of poetry, and I want to offer you a big discount. So put poem in the comments, and I'll share all the details with you. My next poem is about the early part of my life. In addition to sharing more about myself, I want to point out that we get to choose the path our life is going to take. No, not every day, and certainly not every moment. But from a macro standpoint, we decide much of what happens. And if we don't like the path we're on, you know what we can do? We can change it. This poem's entitled, Raining Down. School wasn't for me. Its structure, its approach, never dovetailed with me and my points of view. I was born with acute democracy, making ordained power offensive, a full-throated assault upon my autonomy. Don't misinterpret this. It's not that I disrespected my teachers. My problem was I expected reciprocation, and why not? I didn't tolerate disrespect from anyone, unless they earned the right. And from where I came from, power equaled might, and might dictated right. Be careful if you feel ordained to put a hook in my nose. You'll discover the error of your ways. Respect was my Wallace line. Tread carefully, best not to cross it. I'm surprised my formal education lasted as long as it did. Desperation creates unexpected opportunities. Options were few, so changes were required. I searched narrowly for a solution, first shaking the trees with unripe fruit, until I spied the spiral light. I discovered my other strength, words, and my ability to employ them. Many recognize the power of words, but few know how to channel them. It's not in volume or tone, but in message and structure. Words, magical like a seed, most simply scatter them, but the secret is, words like flower grow from the rain, not the power of thunder and lightning. Plant your words wisely, be sure to tend to them, so your bounty will be abundant. I hope you enjoyed that poem, or at least it makes you think a bit. School was anything but easy for me for a multitude of reasons. I had learned issues, things in school often made no sense to me. I was uncomfortable about myself and who I was. So not surprisingly, it wasn't a grand experience for me, and at times I really struggled. Additionally, some of the people who should have been assisting me in the schools were not. Now don't get me wrong. I was blessed with some wonderful teachers, and that's probably a key part of me prevailing and succeeding, and I'm eternally grateful to them. My next poem brings me from an early part of life to adulthood and some lessons that I learned. And these lessons have been pivotal in my current position of trying to go forward with meaning and purpose. And by purpose, I mean the purpose for the rest of my time here. Why am I here and what do I want to accomplish? This poem's entitled, Learning Comes from Strange Places. We create standards and norms. There's a baseline, a minimum, levels that every person deserves, a candle burning blue concept. Yet it perturbs many. That tells a story about them. A warm bed on a bitter winter night should clear this threshold, an idea viewed by many as a Khamsin wind, too much put upon their fragile facades, unsettling those whose false security is a superiority complex, buoyed by a belief that those living on the streets are less than, somehow deserving of the lot they have. It's an ugly caricature, baked by fierce flames. Surely they're just lazy, crazy, hazy for drugs, or any other label that allows us to drop them down. Like most of society, this is a lie. Mendaciousness that provides relief, a hallway pass for mankind's omnipresent callousness, permission to ignore their pain, to cast a blind eye to their shame. My head shakes as I watch this stupidity riding in the sidecar of confidence. The reality is they're no better, no worse than you or me, just less fortunate. That's the truth about those who don't have four walls of their own. If you're bothered by that, it tells me what I need to know about you. Hope the poem makes you think a bit and perhaps recognize the good fortune that you may have, the blessings you have within your life, whether you believe in a higher power or not. I think, if warranted, it's important to be thankful for the good fortune you've experienced along this journey of your life. And speaking of a journey, let's continue looking at this wonderful life and do so with these poems right here. I think you're going to really enjoy them, and I'll see you over there. I'll see you there now.